Hi guys, it's been a while since the last time I made a video about Mino defense, and finally I am able to show you some new techniques. And first up, this gold is under the threat, right? And you would want to keep this close to your king, and it's natural instinct, but in this case that's wrong, because if you do, it's going to be dead. There is nowhere for this gold to go to, right? And instead you can move back with it. He can still keep going, but then you can play gold for 8. In this case, his promoted pawn is here. So in order to get it back on track, he needs 2 extra moves. So you're gonna have 1 move breathing space, and you can fight back. Alright, next one. It is natural to think about dropping a piece in front of the dragon to shut out the attack, but in this case it's going to be targeted, right? So this should be a better move. And also he could drop this silver right here in order to corner the king. It's pretty scary as well. But what if you take this pawn in order to move forward with the king? Then you're gonna be in trouble, because even though this knight is loose, he can just give this up and then sacrifice the dragon. If you recapture the dragon, this king is going to be checkmated because of this drop is great. If you move back, he can drop the gold right here or here. It's over, right? But even if you go up, he can still drop the gold to checkmate this king. So it's clearly taking this pawn is a bad idea. And instead of taking this or dropping the lance right here, you can drop this one here in order to avoid the silver drop. And in this case, your king is pretty solid, because none of these moves don't work, because this lance is protecting this critical position, so your king is going to be fine. Okay, next one. Some people might immediately take this pawn, but that's exactly what your opponent wants you to do. If you take it, you're gonna be in trouble, because the lance recapture, and there will be no good defense. This pawn drop doesn't work because he can just keep going. King recaptures, then this rook drop is a great tactic. You can still defend, but then this pincer drop is awesome. No matter what you drop in front of it, he can take it. King recaptures, then he can promote his rook. Now, even though this high Mino castle is still intact, it doesn't work, and it's completely useless because your king is now exposed. You have to avoid this situation. So in order to avoid this, you can drop a knight right here. He would take this pawn, then this pawn drop will be fine. If he keeps going, pawn recaptures, lance recaptures, and recaptures. And this time your knight is right here, so it's going to be a different story. If he drop his rook, you can calmly move back, and if he drops the lance, this time you can drop a pawn right here. This square is now protected by the king and the knight, so lance promotion doesn't work, and you're going to win the rook because there is nowhere to go to for this rook, right? And thanks to this knight, you can successfully defend. So here he would promote his rook, but that's okay because you can drop a pawn right here to shut out the dragon. Now your king is safer as well. Alright, this might be more frequent, and you always need to think more about earning moves because there is almost no such a thing as shutting out offense. It's pretty rare. Here, this gold is under the attack. If he can take this next, it's almost over, so you need to move either this silver or gold to take his gold. If you do this, it's a bad idea because you just created empty space so he can drop this bishop. It's pretty strong. So that leads to the correct move, which is silver for 9. It looks the same, but in this case, this square is occupied, right? So he can drop bishop. And in order to keep going, he can take this gold. It's still very dangerous, but it's not even a check, so you can earn one move or two, so you can fight back. Alright, this will probably the most important thing to remember if you play ranging rook a lot, because this will be your opponent's last hope to turn the table. It's very frequent, so let's dive into it. This promotion looks great because it's almost brinkmate, but then this knight drop is awesome. If you run, he's going to be checkmated, right? So you have to take it, but then this forking destroys your hope. You have to defend, but then you're gonna lose the promoted knight. Now this king is safer. You made a mistake promoting this knight first, so you should have done something different. Since it's obvious that he's gonna drop this bishop right here, so you need to block this diagonal by, in this case, dropping a knight right here. It's also strong, so he has to take it. Then you can safely promote it. This time there is no great countermeasure for white. This doesn't work because you can just take it. See, since you sacrifice the knight, he can take your promoted knight, so it's over. Alright, that's all. I like defense because that's also a key to victory as well as offense, and it makes my channel unique. And I'm hoping to talk about more defense in professional or personal games in the future. I will be talking about it in broader scales, so it's going to be more exciting for sure. As always, thanks for watching.